Josh, I guess just to start, what are your takeaways from the game today?
It's a great baseball game. Two really good teams. They have been for, I guess this is the 14th year now. I've been here coaching against Dallas Baptist and Coach Hefner. They're strong. They're a very physical offensive team. They ran a bunch of good arms out there. Not much went to home plate on their end. It wasn't 93 to 96, and there were some plus changeups mixed in, some plus sliders. So those kids have excellent arms. Watch out, those second and third pitcher they threw were only sophomores. Those guys are the makings of an elite rotation here in the very near future for them. So they, like us, are developing some of their own, and when you see that on display, you recognize elite young talent. So you saw a lot of that between Ethan Kroll, Avery Duncan. Those two boys are sophomores. And Stormy Rhodes and Noah Weck. I mean, Brendan Phillips grabs a big out there, kind of that awkward moment when we had to restart. But just a ton of battle in our kids. A lot of toughness on display, a lot of fight, a lot of leadership, toughness, all the things that we get to know about because we're with the boys every day, so we see them in all these different places. Seeing that on display is a lot of fun. Multiple examples of leadership just in terms of performance when we needed it. Thought our young second baseman had a whale of a game over there at second with some great plays. We got a couple big swings from TP and Brugge to put us back there even, kind of before the delay. And even some of the at-bats that didn't end up creating offense were competitive. I thought Aiden and Rich and Brock were extremely competitive, even though they may not have had a huge amount of return. They competed awfully well. So just a tremendous day in terms of competing, which is really what this is about, is learning how to do that.
Obviously, you mentioned Terrence Bowen at second. Him along with Sebastian Norman have been two standout freshmen so far this season. What can you say about what you've liked from them so far this season?
I just love the willingness to dive in there and take this head on and not be afraid to fail and learn. They've had some great moments, and they've had some moments that'll grow them. Sebastian's pinch hit opportunity tonight will grow him. Next time he's asked to do that, he'll be more comfortable. All the freshmen have given us good, fearless contributions. And with time, that will become more and more skilled. And hopefully, it's my belief that over time, that will turn into excellent play. But it's a process, right? I don't know, first article you ever wrote probably wasn't as good as the ones you write now, right? Probably better at it. So, young ball players, first couple of bats you take may not be as good as the ones you take as you get older. So, we look forward to growing in our performance, much like I'm sure you've grown in yours. And that's just part of learning, competing, taking constructive criticism, making adjustments, and embracing the challenge.
Josh, top of the ninth, obviously DBU gets, they're extending at bats against Noah, wearing him down.
Yep.
Runners on first and second. Just talk about that gutsy effort we saw from Noah there and how game-changing it was.
Well, he's a great fielder, so the threat of the bunt is not necessarily as much of a problem when he's pitching because he's an excellent fielder. Okay, so that's one thing. He's calm there, whereas some pitchers maybe are not. Two, bunting is hard. I've seen a lot of bunt attempts as of late and just not a ton of success, whether it's our bunt game, the other team's bunt game. Part of that is how hard kids are throwing. The other part of that is just, how infrequent kids have bunted prior to arriving at this level. So he handled the first guy, and then you could just see he pulled some momentum back our direction. And then I think that just pushed him, right? And he just kept going. And the double play ball obviously is a huge part of that. So he's growing in his confidence, Noah is. He's always been fearless, but now he's fearless and he's good. And that's a good combination. He's really becoming skilled. His curveball now is a real weapon. He's got a really nice changeup. And you see the fastballs there when he needs it. So all good pieces of a winning formula.
Campbell Smithwick, I call him hitterish. If you need him to hit the ball the other way with 2 strikes, he can do that. If you just need a base hit, he can do that. Now he's added obviously the walk-off home run, first home run of the year. Can you talk about him and just kind of what he's meant to this offense as a versatile offensive player in the middle of it?
Well, it's a very, very strong observation on your part. That's why I have him in the 5-hole. He is hitterish. He can move the bat. He can hit the ball to all fields. He'll hit multiple speeds of pitches. Mm-hmm. He'll take walks. He'll choke up and hit with 2 strikes. He's comfortable doing that. Some hitters really struggle to gain comfort with that. I wish more could do some of the things he could do. He's the son of a coach. He's a winning player. He's a winning person. He plays to win. Yeah. And when you play to win, you find your will to do what's necessary, no matter what the team asks of you, right? I'm not shocked he delivered there. He is very proud, and he has a clutch gene to him. He's a good player, and might have been his first home run in the scorebook, but his quality of at-bats have been super good from day one. His approach is sound. He's willing to hit the ball hard to the opposite field, which gave him the length to hit the off-speed pitch out to right. So that wasn't an accident. He didn't close his eyes and run into that. That's a lot of training. And so kudos to the kid for trusting his training. And then he delivered when we needed him most.
Yeah, so is his ability to be able to execute, does that allow maybe Aiden and then bringing around him to let it eat a little bit more?
Well, I think it's allowing them to do what I think they're most confident and skilled at doing. I think it really fits Aiden to have Campbell behind him, and I think it helps give Colin some room because Campbell is very difficult to strike out. And so Colin, part of being taller and bigger is there's some length to the swing. If we can cut down on some of the strikeouts and some of those key moments, I think our offense has a chance to really uptick. But Campbell's also a good enough base runner to start him on a hit and run, good enough bunter to move a runner. So we're looking for a pocket knife in the 5-hole, not just a big thumper. We'd like to have the opportunity to move the ball a little bit right there, right? So we're not quite so one-dimensional. So again, we're still a work in progress. We don't have anything figured out, but we're growing and we are competing and we're playing good teams and we're fighting hard. And that's the only thing you can do is play the schedule that's been in front of you. We've done that to this point. So now we take a day off and off to Florida and go take on what I'm sure will be a very physical and good UCF team.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Great job, man.